Hey, it's Alyssa Sequoia. Welcome to my podcast, Flow with Me. I'll be sharing thoughts, ideas, stories, my music, my comedy, and whatever flows through in the moment. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy. As the 4th of July approaches, I'm already getting stressed about all the fireworks that will go on, not just here in my town, but all over this country, because their effects are devastating to the planet and the air quality, releasing heavy metal dust particles and causing death of wildlife from heart attacks and fear. The air and water quality following fireworks becomes hazardous and dangerous for all life on Earth. There are alternatives now that conscious people who care are implementing, like having a laser light show, which is done with a drone. Hello, epic. Okay. Nyack people in my town would love this. Honestly, fireworks are ignorance on full display. A very ugly, old-fashioned, deeply unconscious move and look. And, being a taxpayer, I just find this unacceptable to be put through. Because to know God is to know and honor peace. Peace is power. Power is peace. And it's just so awful for me to hear these fireworks going on, so unnecessary, and know that how much of it is going on all over this country, and the air and water quality will be compromised further than it already is from all the pollution and heavy metal particulates that will be released. My heart breaks for the terror and fear that all animals and birds, all wildlife experience as they go off. And for what? Why? So all this toxic, heavy metal particulate air pollution goes around the world, polluting the air on the entire planet. It then goes into reservoirs, streams, the ocean, poisoning all aquatic life, into human drinking water supply. And you realize, hey, this is a small world. The effects of setting off fireworks or explosives of any kind for that matter affect the entire planet. How idiotic can a species be? Okay? Like for half an hour, 20 minutes of quote unquote entertainment, watching things sparkle in the fucking sky, the whole planet has to be poisoned and suffer? All the earth? Really? What an ugly, ignorant tradition. It is time to change it. Fireworks smoke. I'm going to read something from lung.org. Fireworks smoke is filled with tiny particles such as sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, and carbon monoxide, which are very harmful to our lungs. Their smoke releases other harmful metals into the air, like aluminum, manganese, cadmium, and some even contain lead, which is extremely dangerous and can cause long-term damage. Inhaling any of these chemicals is detrimental to health and can irritate the lungs, making it hard to breathe and causing serious health problems, which is why it is important to avoid fireworks smoke whenever possible. Americans release over 350 million pounds of fireworks into the atmosphere each year. Fireworks smoke significantly pollutes the air we breathe. A study found that air pollution levels increased by an average of 98% on the 4th of July. Exposure to air pollution has been shown to increase cases of chronic cough and other lung diseases. If you have asthma or COPD, pollution caused by fireworks smoke will exacerbate symptoms and cause flare-ups. The tiny particles in fireworks smoke known as particulate matter are harmful. Breathing them in will make you cough, irritate your lungs, and trigger asthma attacks. Particle pollution can also worsen existing lung diseases, cause heart attacks, stroke, and lung cancer, even premature death. I am now going to share with you something from animal-ethics.org. Fireworks and other explosive materials whose reactions can produce sparks, flames, fumes, cause various harms to non-human animals. These often affect animals who are human companions and whose reactions we can easily see. But they also harm other animals who are around us, both in urban environments and outside them, as well as those who are on farms or in confined spaces. The hearing of many animals is much more sensitive than it is in humans. So the explosions of fireworks are not only more disturbing to them, but can damage their hearing more severely. Fireworks emit sounds of up to 190 decibels, 110 to 115 decibels above the range of 75 to 80, where the damage to human ears begins. Fireworks generate a higher noise level than firecrackers and gunshots, 140 decibels, and some jet planes. Dogs are known to suffer irreversible hearing loss caused by proximity to the noise of gunfire and fireworks. I just want to say, I have stray cats in my yard who have hearing loss. that I feed. Okay. Fear and stress. In addition to these harms, the noises caused by fireworks harm animals by causing fear. In fact, repeated exposure to unexpected, unpredictable loud noises can cause phobias in many animals, increasing panic reactions to loud noises in the future. Oh. The effects of fireworks on animals can be observed clearly in zoos. It has been shown that the noise of fireworks makes animals such as rhinos and cheetahs, very nervous, also visibly affecting others like elephants, causing trauma. They were observed in running minutes after the noises ceased. In addition, firecrackers are poisonous, and their explosions release harmful particles such as fine dust that is toxic to inhale. It can worsen existing diseases and cause others. Fireworks represent a danger to both animals who live in areas where they explode or in relatively distant locations where the wind transports the particles. There is also a risk of injection of the residue of fireworks and firecrackers. The proximity of the animals to the areas where the firecrackers are set off often cause burns and damage to the eyes. Listen, this goes on and on. If you want to learn about this, please visit the links I will put in the description of this podcast for you to learn more about how they damage the entire planet, the air, the water, and all life on Earth. Fireworks also create wildfires. The last fucking thing this earth needs. How much is this earth supposed to endure for human entertainment? Honestly, how humans treat this earth, the greed, the unconsciousness, the pollution, and then burning its forests from fucking fireworks, and idiots watching them, idiots who smoke cigarettes and start these things. But honestly, let me stick to the fireworks because that's where my focus is. If I reach you, if I reach anyone, please join me in creating awareness about this stupid, ugly, old tradition. So I wrote a letter to the mayor of my town, whose name is Joe Rand, and I let it out. I said, "Hey Joe, as July 4th approaches, I'm already getting stressed about all the fireworks that will go on, not just here, but all over the country. Their effects are devastating to the planet and the air quality, releasing heavy metal dust particles and causing death of wildlife from heart attacks and fear. The air quality following fireworks becomes hazardous and dangerous for all life on Earth. told him about the alternatives, told him about how much a laser light show would be such an epic thing to do in this town, and that the people in my town would just love it. I sent him a link to having a laser light show. I told him I'm a taxpayer. I told him I find this unacceptable to be put through. I also went on to say, I've heard you are not against data centers. Like, this is just one of the worst things this planet will endure next to nuclear power plants. The air pollution, the heat pollution, and the noise pollution from diesel generators running 24/7, the consumption of clean water to cool down the data centers, and all the energy they take, and all the water they use pollutes all the water, the drinking supplies, draining the earth of it while heating it up is beyond awful. I said, where are the conscious people in politics? What legacy do people want to leave here? What is the message? Alyssa. So I thought about this letter. I'm sorry that it was redundant because it repeats some things I began this podcast with. And after a couple days, I thought, I've been in touch with the mayor a lot. He's invited me in a few times to speak with him about some other things. And I got really worried that he may have felt really attacked. So I wrote him another letter of follow-up saying, hey, Joe, apologies for the tone of my last email. I'm extremely passionate about the environment and creating awareness of the planet's sacredness and its exhaustible resources. I'm also passionate about peace. I'd still like to come in and talk with you. Could you also tell me who I could speak with in regard to doing a laser light show instead of fireworks? It would be epic. I love this town with all my heart. It's my home and the only place I have ever felt that way about. In gratitude, Alyssa. So I sent that and just thought, I don't know. I hope I didn't damage this relationship, but I said what I had to say. I did my thing. And it was really important to me to do that. So I let it go. I just set it free and know that I have a voice that I absolutely have to honor. And creating awareness and creating the possibility of change and consciousness is more important than anything to me. So, yesterday morning, to my surprise, I got 2 responses from Joe. The first one was in response to my first email I sent him. He said, "Hi, Alyssa. I am sorry you feel that way. I'm afraid that we are, in fact, going ahead with the traditional fireworks this year. FYI, that the fireworks will be on Friday night, July 3rd, not July 4th, just in case you're planning on being elsewhere during the event." I am sorry that this news will upset you. I truly am. My best wishes. Wishes? Okay. My best wishes, JR, which is Joe Rand. So then he responded to my other email, said, "Hey, Alyssa, no problem. I replied earlier today. We're already locked in for this year, contract and all. But if you want to propose that for future years, you should send a letter to the board with your reasons and come to a board meeting to make your public comment to support it. I understand your concern about the fireworks, but it's a very strong tradition. That said, traditions evolve. The modern drone shows are pretty cool, if expensive. JR." So, hey, there you have it. He heard me. He looked at what I sent him. And now he has that awareness, and he has set a path for me to go on to possibly change this ridiculous tradition for next year. And instead of having fireworks, having a laser light show in my town. I will just keep going. I will continue to do the best I can to share any solutions with people. There's a mantra that I would love for you to know. It's Om Shri Gaia Ma. It means healing Mother Earth. Om Shri Gaia Ma. Om Shri Gaia Ma. Om Shri Gaia Ma. This is my prayer because she, the divine Mother Earth, is suffering and needs us to heal her, protect her, honor her. Please teach of her sacredness. Her health and healing is human health and healing. We are guests here, so be gentle, be present, be love, be light. What I know is that God is peace. That peace is power. That true power, real power, is peace. Sending love. So that's a wrap. Thank you so much for listening. It was great hanging out with you. For more information, go to my website, alyssasequoia.com. Peace out, friend.